Hello, my name is Matthew Noyce, and I'm an attorney at Pernick Caulfield, Averill, Illinois. Welcome to the first of the videos having to do with my areas of law: car accidents, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability. I wanted to provide some information that you may find helpful if you should be stuck in one of these events. I always like to start off with a joke. My brother Chris introduced me to an app that really sounds like my dad. It's called Dad's Jokes. My dad had a very corny sense of humor, and this is a perfect example of it. What did the traffic light say to the car as it passed? Don't look, I'm changing. Yeah, that's my dad's humor. I apologize for that. I also want to just briefly talk about this thing growing on my face. I made a vow to myself that I wasn't going to shave until baseball season started up again. I don't know if it's Major League Baseball or my son's Little League Baseball, but let's see how long this can go. I really would like to have baseball season start up soon so I can shave this. But today's topic, we're going to talk about car accidents. There is less traffic going on right now because of this situation. But although there's less traffic, that doesn't mean that there's less car accidents. Unfortunately, the drivers on the road may be preoccupied with what's going on in the world, and they may be more distracted. So I thought it'd be important to talk about 10 most important things to do right after a car accident. The first thing that you should do after a car accident is to stop and notify the police of the car accidents. If you leave the scene of an accident that involves injury without providing your information, your license could be revoked. It is important that you call the police. Yes, some of the police will not come if the accident does not have significant injuries. Nevertheless, the police should be called. Also, it's beneficial that the police are called, especially when you did not cause the accident. Because when we bring the claim against the other driver, oftentimes it's argued about the liability of the case or the fact of where the accident happened. An accident report will help us with that. Number 2, after an accident, move your car. Some people believe you're supposed to keep your car parked where the accident happened. That's not true. In fact, the law states that you must move your car. If you can't do it yourself, you're required to get help from a tow truck. The car should never block the traffic. It can cause more situations. Number 3, get the license plate of the person who hit you and then tell them to pull over. Of course, that's only if you can. If you get rear-ended, it's impossible to get the license plate number. A perfect example is this happened to my daughter. She got rear-ended. She told the person to pull over at the bank parking lot. She went into the parking lot, but the person at fault drove away. And so we were not able to get the license plate number. So it's important that if you can get the license plate number, get the license plate number. Number 4, take your cell phone out and start taking pictures. When I started practicing law, about 30 years ago, we used to give these disposable cameras, and we would tell people to keep them in their glove box. Now, in the age of cell phones, we don't need to do that. All you need to do is whip out your cell phone and start taking pictures. Take pictures of the property damage. Not super zoomed in always, but more of a global picture so we can see exactly where the property damage happened. Take pictures of the other vehicle if you can. Take pictures of the other driver if you can. Take pictures of the license plate. Take pictures of your injuries. And if you can, take pictures of the witnesses. Just a global picture to have them in the photo. They don't have to pose or anything. Just take a picture so we can see exactly who was there and what the extent of the property damage was. Fifth, check for aggression on the other driver. If the other driver is aggressive, back away. Stay in your car. Don't take the photos. Just avoid getting into a situation. It is important that you don't magnify a situation by aggravating a driver even more. Too many times I hear clients say, the guy came out and started yelling at me and I didn't know what to do. the best thing to do is stay in your car, roll up the windows, and call 911. Number 6, assuming that there is no aggression, exchange names, addresses, insurance information, and vehicle registration information with the vehicles involved. This is important. Don't wait for the police to do it. Do it now. Always best, get your photo out, your camera, and take photos of the insurance card if they have it. Take photos of the driver's license if they'll allow that. It is so helpful to do that. I have prepared a pre-printed form that would be helpful. So if you would like a copy of that pre-printed form, don't hesitate to email me at matt@USA Law, and I'd be happy to provide that to you. Keep that in your car glove box, because I know as soon as an accident happens, it's stressful and you may forget what you need to do. That pre-printed form helps you to get all the information that you need. 7th, talk to the witnesses. Too many times my clients will say, yes, there was a witness there. She was very nice. She was very helpful. She said she saw the whole thing. But we don't have the name. We don't have the contact information. It's so important to talk to the witnesses and get their information if you can. What seems like a no-brainer, clear liability case can often turn into a dispute about liability because the at-fault driver feels that they weren't at fault. Stories may change. So it's important that we have unbiased witnesses that can provide information of how the accident happened. Number 8, call your doctor to arrange a visit. Under Florida law, you have what's called personal injury protection coverage on your car insurance, or no-fault coverage. This coverage provides medical care for you. It will pay the first 80% of medical bills up to $10,000. Also lost wages. It's important to get checked out. The law says that if you wait 14 days after the accident, this PIP coverage, this coverage that you paid for, would not be available for you. So it's always important to get checked out. Everybody should get checked out after a car accident. Yes, what may happen is adrenaline may flow for a day or two, and then it sets in. If it starts setting in, the pain starts setting in, it's important you talk to a doctor. 9th, talk to your insurance company. You need to report the accident to your car insurance. As I just said, your car insurance will pay your medical bills under your personal injury protection or PIP coverage. So it's important that you report your accident to your insurance company. And 10th, talk to an attorney. It's important that you talk to someone who knows what your rights are. It's important that you talk to someone who knows what your responsibilities are. I can fix my air conditioning myself, so I think, and only mess it up if I tried to tinker with it. Very similar with the car accident. You could probably handle the car accident yourself, but if it's too complex, you may mess it up if you tinker with it. So it's important that you talk to an attorney who understands Florida's car accident law. So these are the 10 things that I think are important for you to know after an accident. I did write a book. It's the ultimate guide to accident cases in Florida. And it's subtitled, Do You Really Need an Attorney? Sometimes you don't. If the injuries are minimal and the property damage is minimal, you may not need us to help you. But in most situations, you may. So if you want a copy of my book, please feel free to email me at matt@usalaw.com. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you never need it, but if you do, I hope this information was helpful for you. Please call me if you have any questions at 727-796-8282. Thank you very much.